Mount Lebanon, the Blue Devils. Panthers come off two tough losses here, one against Meadville and one against the all-tough, I believe, undefeated Pine Richland team, and have their work cut out for them here this evening, with Mount Lebanon sporting a record of only one loss, and the Panthers now coming in at 4-3. Panthers home here tonight at the Ice Castle in Castle Shannon. And the Panthers will be sporting their home whites, and will be traveling right to left on the TV dial. And the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils in their gorgeous Michigan blue uniforms. Looks like a new uniform here this season. Don't ever recall the solid blue number with the gold or yellow trim, but beautiful all blue uniforms and their Michigan-like helmets, if you will. Keys to tonight's game, once again, talking earlier, Panthers just have to remain disciplined and patient here. I think the key to this game is sometimes you may have to do something different when you have a team that, John, pretty much has had their number for the past couple of seasons. And I think the Panthers need to be patient and wait for scoring opportunities. The last thing they can do is start playing over aggressively, and especially avoiding those penalties are going to be the key here. Faceoff is controlled here early by the Panthers. It's going to be picked up by Sebastian, and he'll take it behind goaltender number 35, Rob Beeling, who has a tremendous goals against average, less than one. And tonight's starting goaltender for our own Panthers will be Max DeRora, number 30. These games tend to be a wide open, very, very quick game. We'll have to see if the physical play, which has been the start of the season, that Bethel game and the Baldwin game, and especially was probably one of my favorite games this season to watch here, was an extremely physical game. Panthers coming out on top against the Baldwin Highlanders. Play is still loose here at center, where it's going to be picked up by number 15, Brian Fry. Comes on a wrist shot from the corner. Number 23 will take that, Michael Wagner, and a good save there by number 30, Durar, and the Panthers will clear the zone back to center. Two big-time officials here this evening, Schultz Jr. and Weaver, who I believe is a Pittsburgh NHL off-ice official. So they brought out the heavyweights here tonight for this game. Good outlet pass, goes on the right wing to Jeremy Bourgeois. A left-handed shot on the right wing, avoids a check, and he takes it hard into the corner and gives up the body. Going to be helped out by number 82, Michael McKelvey. Digging for it is freshman sensation C.J. Murray. Oh, and a heavy hit there. It looks like the Panthers are going to enjoy their first power play opportunity, as Dororo will skate to the bench in favor of an extra attacker here, where the Panthers now skate 6-on-5. And play will be whistled down as Mount Lebanon touches up. And we'll have a boarding call here, and Mount Lebanon will go on the one-man disadvantage. Boarding call against Mount Lebanon. Panthers now will enjoy a 2-minute power play of their own. Penalty on number 23, Michael Wagner. 2 minutes for boarding for Mount Lebanon. Once again, it's pay the mortgage night here at the Ice Castle. Friday night with the free skate, if you will. So we are on the off ice, which we've had problems all season with no scoreboard facing us. So the three other sides of the scoreboard actually do show the score and the time, and we may have to change our location here next week. Maybe we will take it to the rafters outside the cold rink here, and believe me, you could hang meat in this facility here tonight. It is freezing cold in here, and John once again brought his $4 gloves from Gimbals, if you remember Gimbals, and we'll see if he's gracious enough to share them as the broadcast goes on. A little bit of a delay here, and it looks like the Panthers now will go on that all-important man advantage, John. And boy, if we could strike here early, it could be absolutely huge. Wagner aborting Minor at 2:04, and the Panthers now try to regroup where Murray will chip it back into the corner. Good job by Mount Lebanon as he'll dump it down deep where Durar will play it, and he'll leave it for Barrett Kibe, number 42. Play is taken in the corner and dumped down deep behind goaltender number 35, Beeling. Will be played around the corner there by Roman. Unable to get it out where Escherich makes a power move, and a good time, big time step up play there from the right point. Back behind the goal is Sersosimo. Back to Murray to Sersosimo. Unable to control, and he'll gather it in the corner where he'll come back to the point where Kibe will avoid a check, and a good job by Mount Lebanon to clear the zone. Kibe, and he can get the motor going, and he'll take it across the red stripe. Oh, a power move of zone, big time. Centering pass, but nobody home, and Mount Lebanon tries to clear the zone, and that'll come off a pad. Back to the corner where it's wristed around, deflected in front. Kept in neatly again at the point. Escherich's shot's going to go wide. Sersosimo will take the play into the corner where it comes back to Kibe, and a screenshot save in front. Rebound! Oh my, and a golden opportunity there for the Panthers. Right on the doorstep was McKelvey, and that shot went right back into the goal. Another centering pass goes by the mark, and a good effort again by the Panthers here. And it looks like, unfortunately, they're going to even it up here with a roughing call. And the Panthers indeed find themselves now going to be short-handed after the 22-second mark here remaining in the Mount Lebanon penalty. But one thing you don't want to do is start trading Mount Lebanon penalties here. Escherich's going to get the minor penalty for roughing. And the Panthers and Blue Devils will skate 4-on-4 for the next 22 seconds. And Mount Lebanon will go on their first power play of their own. Well, that's a new one on me. A 2-minute minor for a hip check, but the official call was actually roughing. But that's like the NFL official that says a 15-minute, 15-yard penalty for giving him the business. And that actually, John, happened in a college game about a week or two ago where the official made the personal foul call 15 yards for giving him the business. And I believe I remember the NFL name was Ben Dreith, believe it or not. Ben Dreith was the old NFL official, and that was some 15 years ago. Play comes back where now Mount Lebanon is on a power play. Oh, and a deflection in front just goes wide. Good play by Sermon. He banks it around the corner, but he'll be unable to get it out. Back to the point where number 19, Phillips, will take it. A rebound. Oh, and that just goes wide. Good effort there in front by number 55 for the Panthers. Will clear that play. Mitchell Lewis. Back again here to the point where 19, Phillips takes it. Rags it. Command position. Give and go. 38 seconds remain in the man advantage. Deflected in front by Gralty. Taken around the corner. Going to be picked up by Surma. Back to the point, unable to get it out. Comes over to the left point where Roman will take it. Back to Phillips. Give and go. Another shot just whistles wide. 20 seconds remain in the man advantage. Back again to the point. Mount Lebanon moving it very, very well. Maybe one too many passes here. 13 to go. Back to the point. Shot gloved and a save. And Durara says no. Good effort there by Mount Lebanon, but a better save by Durara, and he saw that one all the way. And with 9 seconds remaining in the Escherich minor, we find ourselves tied still in the first period here, 0-0. Play comes back to 24, Luke Sebastian. And that play is going to come around to Kibe and unable to get it out, and that'll do it, folks. Back to skating 5-on-5 here, even strength. Panthers look like they have a little bit of a spark to their step here this evening. Going to be very, very key, John, to get this first tally here. Taken by Sersosimo, but he's unable to control. Play's going to come around the corner to DeGangi. A brilliant pass right on the mark of Sir Sosimo, and he's going to lose his edge and go down. Centering pass behind the goal, and it comes back to the point where DeGangi will wrist it. Oh, and a screenshot went by Beeling just wide. Be picked up again here in the corner. A good effort by number 42, Kai, but unable to keep it in the corner was Theo Schneiders. Play finally comes back behind Beeling, where Sebastian will gather it up. Outlet pass over to number 21, Chris Ford. Give and go. Be careful here. Shot on. Oh, what a bad save by Durara. And he kicked it out himself all the way back to center ice, and Mount Lebanon had to touch up. And they dump it down behind the goal, where number 72 for the Panthers. Robbie Schneid will take it. Back to the point, be careful here. Another big-time glove save as Mike Roman shot it from the point. And Durara looked sharp here early this evening, John. Kirk Carruth once again here on your Panthers television network, accompanied by John Sarabella. Took a week off, headed to Hilton Head, and missed all the snow. So I think I picked the right week to get out of Dodge. Our next home game is not until 2008 on January 3rd, where the Panthers will take on the ever tough, once again, Central Catholic Vikings. Good play in front here, and the Panthers are going to break back 3-on-2. Nifty little pass. Murray with a shot. It's loose. Backhanded shot. It's still loose. Wheel and deal. Oh, right into the pad, and a golden opportunity for McKelvey as he had Beeling down. And boy, Beeling's very upset here, animated. And the Panthers and Mount Lebanon dodges a huge bullet here with the Panthers 2 or 3 excellent scoring opportunities. Taken again by McKelvey, and boy, that looked offside. The pizza must be ordered here, and I can assure you delivery will be before 10:10. Taken by, again, Bourgeois, and it's all Upper St. Clair here. And he's going to avoid a heavy hit, taken in the corner, kept in there. Oh, big-time check there again by number 97 Bourgeois, and he's throwing his weight around. Panthers, John, look like they mean business here today. I think if they can get that first tally, it could give them the confidence to take this to the next level, but so far so good. Panthers look extremely focused here. Oh, and a wraparound, and they crash the goal, and another big save by Durar in front. Another big-time trade for Mount Lebanon, as they're not ashamed or afraid to take that player right to the goal. Once again, they just take it back at center and ram it down deep, where Panthers will take it. Good play by Sermon. He chips it back to center where Gralty's unable to control, and we've got a hand pass here, and we're going to have a stop and play, and we'll face it off here at center ice with your score: Mount Lebanon 0, Upper St. Clair 0. Time to put the left hand now in the pocket to warm up. We'll hold the microphone and score sheet now in the right hand. It's like feast, John, it's like feast or famine here. It's either really warm or really cold, and tonight it's extremely cold in this facility. Panthers here with a late line change, and they're going to face it off to the left of number 30, Durara, controlled by the Blue Devils. Going to be rammed down deep where number 81, Bogart will take it for the Panthers. Shot again on, saved by Durar, and he'll hold on and we'll stop again. Good turnout here. Good turnout here again by the Upper St. Clair faithful here. Late crowd filing in. Standing room only in the back row. Play is still loose Play comes around the corner where it's going to be picked up by Kibe. An outlet pass goes to number 11, Klein. Going to be banked around the corner by number 22, senior captain Rocky Sersosimo. He's unable to control. Kibe's going to try to take the Mount Lebanon player into the boards, but he avoids a check, and the play comes back to center. Bogart's going to take it behind his own goaltender. Going to be helped out by Sersosimo. Oh, be careful here. Oh, big time save and a little give and go. Came off the stick of Sersosimo right on the tape of the Mount Lebanon forward. And another big-time glove save by Durar, and he looks sharp tonight with that glove with 3 or 4 quick glove saves. Face-off again controlled by the Blue Devils, but going to be picked up and intercepted by the Panthers, and they'll break back 3-on-2. Boy, a quick-moving game. Oh, and DeGangi's going to lose his edge hard into the corner. Once again, just amazing year over year. The speed of these two teams, it always comes down to how quick these teams both can be. Play comes back to center, and again, Panthers doing an excellent job on the forward attack here. Be helped out by Bourgeois behind the goal, and Murray tries to bank it in. Oh boy, and another good opportunity for the Panthers. Number 18, Murray tried to bank it off the stick of goaltender number 35, Beeling, but he gloves it in front. And we'll have a wholesale change here, and the Panthers will face it off to the left of the Mount Lebanon goaltender. Faceoff is controlled by the Panthers, but it's going to come behind the blue stripe where the Panthers will have to tag up. DeGangi rammed it home. Little 9-iron shot comes back through center where Surma will wait for it, sticked aside by Durara. Kept in neatly by the Blue Devils on the attack. Centering pass, it's loose. Oh, what a save by Durara, and I don't know if he saw it, John, but it went right under the pad on a deflection, and a big-time save by number 30 again, Durara, and he keeps it to a scoreless tie here. Face off to the right of Max Durar, controlled neatly by number 25, Gideon. Takes it where Bagdy will try to intercept it. He'll be helped out here by number 21, Escherick, and he gets his pocket picked. He'll be helped out by Schneiders, unable to get it out where Sebastian will bank it back in. Play is still loose, comes back to center. Give and go, be careful here, shot on. Big save again by Durar. Oh, and it's loose, no goal. And a little extracurricular in front. I think the net, John, may have come off the mooring, but that puck was bouncing around the goal and may have gone in, but it was waved off quickly by official Schultz. And we'll have another face-off here, and the Panthers dodge a big-time bullet. And another golden opportunity for Mount Lebanon. Quick moving first period. I would love to tell you how much time's left, but it feels like about 5 or 6 minutes probably remaining here in the first period. Be taken by Klein, a left-handed shot, and he'll bank it back to center. And once again, a classic Mount Lebanon banks it right back down deep. And one thing Mount Lebanon and Bethel Park will do to your team is make sure you are conditioned, because there are no free passes when you play either team. Play is still loose, and Panthers try to get it out, but going to be chipped back in by number 23, Wagner. Fry tries to rag it against two players. A centering pass comes back to the point. They can't get a shot off, so he tries to backhand it, and be careful here. Kibe's going to try to get the motor going. Unable to control, and once again the Panthers just finally content to get it back to center, and what's Mount Lebanon do but ram it down deep. So once again you have to have the breakout zone, and the Panthers here try to attempt to take it, and Klein's going to go in, boy, way offside, and I can't believe, finally a late call, but Kibe was in a good 5 or 6 feet in, and Finally, the official at center made the call for the linesman who got trapped perhaps in the zone. And the right call indeed was made, and we'll have a face-off outside the blue line. And the Panthers' number 82, McKelvey, will take the draw. Head coach for the Panthers, Dave Fryer, and we may actually have a chance to do an interview with Dave here after they cut the ice in the second period. And once again, the Mount Lebanon team will be coached by Paul Tabai. 0-0 score here. Pretty much been an even game. Panthers need a big-time win here to get the confidence back up, coming off 2 consecutive losses here. 1 minute is indeed remaining in the period, so I perhaps was even wrong saying there was about 5 minutes to go, and indeed it has been, John, a very quick-moving first period. Not many whistles and a lot of end-to-end action. Oh, boy, Mount Lebanon almost got their hand caught in a cookie jar. Looked like a player was getting off as one was coming on here, but nothing called. Be taken in the corner by DeGangi, and he'll ram it back, unable to get it out. Going to be picked up neatly here. By DeGangi, and he takes a heavy hit into the corner. Keeps his skates. Bank back to center where Eric Surma will play it. Cross ice pass to DeGangi, defense partner, and they've been together all year. Be picked up here by McKelvey, but unable to control. And he'll ride the Mount Lebanon player into the boards. Going to be helped out here by number 25 right in front of us, Gideon. And that'll do it. Very, very quick moving first period, and we find ourselves evenly matched here, John. Very impressive. 15 to 4. 11 to 4. It seemed didn't seem so one-sided, but Derora was the shining star, obviously, of that first period, where he stopped 11 shots and 3 or 4 of them big-time glove saves. And Mount Lebanon and the Panthers find themselves knotted here at 0. See if Mr. Jeff Morrow wants to come in on board here. He'll grab a mic, and we actually have him set up this. Just, oh, by the way, just happen to have a blue microphone for you, but welcome again to the telecast. It's tough to find a working partner here.
Tough wages, huh?
The price is right.
I was watching a little of that first period, Kurt, and Mount Lebanon does some real little things real well, and that really bottles St. Clair up. St. Clair looks a little sloppy. They're a little careless with the puck, and when you don't make those simple plays along the boards in your own end, you can see 11 shots to 4.
Well, and you can just see the it's almost between Mount Lebanon and Bethel. I continue to say they punish you. If you get the play back to the neutral ice, you're going to be behind your goal within about 2 seconds. And good teams like that make you work hard to get the play out. And to the Panthers' credit, they hung in there very good, and I think they had a couple good scoring opportunities, and Derora was the shining star of the first period. Well, we'll change it up here. Mount Lebanon now will move right to left on your TV dial in their away blue uniforms. Shot's going to deflect into the corner. Be careful here. We played into the corner by Schneiders. He's unable to get it out. Heavy hit in the corner by Gideon. Comes around the corner where Mount Lebanon will cycle it down deep. Looks for number 23, Wagner in front, unable to connect, where it's going to be taken by Gralty. And a good play to get it back. And the Panthers, oh my, could have been a little minor tripping call there as he lost his edge. And nothing called, and Gralty will drive it down deep where Gideon will chase, and he's got snow all over his pants. Esherick with a heavy hit at the corner. Be banked into the corner. A little bit of a high sticks there is going to get waved off. Taken again here by number 81, Bogert. Unable to connect, and that play will come all the way back into the Panther zone, where it's going to be let out but kept in neatly at the point by number 18, Joe Gorham. Very quick-moving game here this evening, Jeff, and boy, not many stops in play, and pretty much a clean game.
Well, Mount Lebanon does so many good things high in their zone. They're able to anticipate those plays. Good work by the defense in the high floor. They're very disciplined in that regard. And that's St. Clair's really struggling with that.
Once again, kept into the point by number 24, Sebastian. And we've got the voice of the Blue Devils calling the penalties and times tonight, Bob Sebastian.
At some point, Upper St. Clair's going to have to get the play pushed into the Mount Lebanon zone and make some strong plays in the neutral zone to get it into Mount Lebanon territory. Or this is going to be a long night.
Well, once again, if you play a disciplined game here, what a big-time glove save, and who was that masked man? And boy, Durara's got the glove going tonight. Another big-time save from about 5 feet.
And that's the kind of momentum. He's really trying to give his team some momentum to get the play into the Mount Lebanon zone.
Well, I'm firmly convinced that it's unfortunate the past couple of seasons, and believe me, I've watched Mount Lebanon and remember the games vividly, but the Panthers have consistently fallen behind this team, and I can assure you a Paul Tabay team is not very easy to come back on. And I think if the Panthers can strike first or second, you know, maybe perhaps Mount Lebanon starts doing some things they normally, Jeff, don't have to do. And I think that's going to be the keys to a Panther victory here this evening.
You have Robbie Bailing up at the other end.
Oh, by the way, with his goals against average of less than 1. I think he's sporting a .92 goals against average, and he towers in the net.
Pretty focused kid, so even though there's only 4 or 5 shots in the game, he's not going to become unfocused.
Going to be given to Kibe here, big-time wheel and deal, and he rags it around back to the point. Taken by, a shot goes right off the leg of a defenseman. That shot was taken by Mitchell Lewis, number 55. Good Panther effort here where Klein will take it. Unable to keep it in, and Mount Lebanon, oh boy, and Kibe with a heavy hit here, and he's going to send the Blue Devil flying. And Rowan's going to put him on his wallet. Right back, it's all Upper St. Clair. Surma's going to bank it down deep. And it looks like Mount Lebanon will be happy to ice the puck. And we'll have a stop and play and a face-off to the right of goaltender number 35, Beeling. Tell us a little bit about your webcasting going on, and maybe we can get into the rotation here. Here we go. Oh, backhanded shot and a golden opportunity. And a big-time pad save there by Beeling, and Bourgeois was looking for the rebound, and that puck will go into the rafters. And we'll touch it up here, and we'll face it off again to the left of the Blue Devil goaltender.
The one thing Mount Lebanon does real well is they have good assignments down low. You'll see a lot of their defensemen, and they almost kind of peel off each other for good puck support. But St. Clair's really going to have to get the puck in around the net and get a scramble for a loose rebound for Bailey.
Good play in the corner there by Schneiders. Gave up his body and a wraparound shot. Oh my, and a golden opportunity again by Bourgeois. And he's had 2 good scoring opportunities here in the second, but a better save by Beeling, and he held his ground, and he'll hold on, and we'll face it off again. These officials are wasting no time. They must have a hot date or something tonight.
I think with some other officials, because I saw a lot of officials. They must have a date with the other officials.
Either that or they want to watch a Penguin game or something, but they are wasting no time here, and both teams seem to be ready, and the pucks drop, and let's get it on. Going to be taken by number 10, Alec Root, and he'll bank it down deep where DeGangi will play it into the corner, and Bourgeois out here on an extended shift here, and the Panthers have to be careful Oh, once again, that puck flies in the air, and Durar with a 5th or 6th glove save here, and he'll hold on, and the Panthers will go on a wholesale line change.
I had a chance to watch Mount Lebanon last week. They played a bit up in Jamestown, New York, in our National Invitational Scholastic Showcase, and they played one of the best games I've ever seen against Glenbrook North, the defending Illinois State champion. And the game was a 1-0 game. They scored with about 7.5 to go to beat Mount Lebanon. But you see Mount Lebanon is very content with a 0-0 game.
Well, I honestly think this bodes very well for the Panthers. I think the Panthers have hung in there against a tenacious, just a tremendous forechecking attack here. And I think the Panthers have done an excellent job here, Jeff, by only taking 1 penalty. And as I speak, here we go. We're going to take our 2nd penalty here. It's going to be a hooking call.
And I don't think Upper St. Clair, they just really need to stay into their discipline. They've done a nice job killing the penalties in the first period, so they really just need to kill it off. Mount Lebanon has really struggled scoring goals, Kurt. So, I think that if St. Clair can kill this off, they may be able to get an opportunity shorthanded.
Well, once again, you just, teams like this just wait for these opportunities, and the one thing you don't want to do is continue to give them. Good play here. Oh, boy, and Bourgeois with a hooking call and a good play. He's going to draw a penalty here. And a good call here as he avoided a potential breakaway, and the Mount Lebanon defenseman got the stick into him.
Yeah, and Mike Roman actually made a pretty good play. We had a situation in the Bethel Park Pine Richmond game in a 2-1 game last night, and Trombetta picked the pocket of the Bethel defenseman, and he should have really tried to hold him down because Trombetta just undressed the Bethel goaltender. And now, Roman, knowing the situation, really made a smart play.
Well, sometimes they say there are good penalties, and indeed Bourgeois had the upper hand, and Roman just with a little tug, and he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. And with 10 seconds into their man advantage, we are now skating 4-on-4, and the Panthers will find themselves with a little 10-second power play of their own here, 11 seconds actually, with 1:30 to go in the 4-on-4.
Yeah, and if Dave Fryer can get the right matchup, he can maybe get some speed, and then 4-on-4 maybe have a little room for some of his players to stick. So let's look for that.
Lebanon's going to break back here where number 23, Wagner, gives it up. Oh, wow. And a good opportunity, and that shot backhand is going to go into the meshing, and we'll have a stop and play. And a big-time 2-on-1 break by Mount Lebanon.
I had a chance, Mike Wagner, to play for Mount Lebanon, and watch him play a little last week. He's a very talented player. I think he'll be one of the key players for Mount Lebanon down the stretch this season. We've got to keep an eye on him.
But how often here we go, another penalty's going to come up here. Boy, and once again, Wagner, big save again by Durars. He got the blocker on it. And official Weaver's going to call here another minor on the Panthers. But I was going to say to you, earlier, Jeff, how often do you see the top 10 scorers and not see a Mount Lebanon or an Upper St. Clair player in that top 10 here?
Yeah, and I think that's the environment now. Paul Taba is a team guy, and Dave Fryer's trying to create that with St. Clair as well. A lot in the past has been individual play. But, if they can get 10 guys to score 15 goals, they'll take over 50 goals scored. Because these games are just so close, you need to have a lot of balance.
Kibe is going to get the gate. Barrett Kibe, number 42 for roughing, 2-minute minor. Be careful here, 4-on-3. Oh, boy, and a blast. Another big save by Durar. And, boy, once again, the ice really opens up here, Jeff, with a 4-on-3 opportunity for the next 40 seconds, and another big-time save by Durar.
Yeah, Durar is really sharp. And one thing you're seeing, the Mount Lebanon defensemen, they are not outside the top of the circle, so they're looking to keep the play right down low.
Once again, faceoff is controlled by the Blue Devils, and they're just going to march right in. Big save again by Durara. And who was that masked man? That glove is really, really sharp tonight.
And the thing is, there's no traffic in front of him, so he's seeing the puck real well. So Mount Lebanon, in order for them to score, is going to have to do something special here.
Not sure who 27 is, not on the roster here for Mount Lebanon, but
maybe a switch of jerseys, maybe somebody present their jersey.
Play's going to come around to the unknown here. Maybe we'll try to work on that for the third period. Taken by number 23, Wagner, and he fakes a shot. Back to the point where Phillips will take it. Back to Sebastian. Wheel and deal, shot, point blank, good save by Durar. Rebound's picked up, 2 seconds to go. Back to skating 4-on-4 here, shot on, big save again by Durar, and he bellies it with no rebound.
Now you have a situation where you're going to have a St. Clair player coming out of the penalty box and look for maybe an odd-man break here. If Mount Lebanon gets caught napping. And a good choice to put Geralti out there because Geralti can get the puck ahead. He's a shifty player.
4 seconds remain here in the man advantage, and we'll be back to skating 4-on-4, and that'll do it. Penalty is over now. 4-on-4, shot on, another save again by Durara. And boy, is he being tested here early in the second. Good news are the Panthers here now will have to kill in 6 seconds, another 44 seconds on the trailing Kaib penalty. So short-lived here at 4-on-4. Back to the point, kept in neatly by Phillips. Shot backhanded, big save, rebound, it's loose, it scores! And perhaps the good news is, if there is any good news, that was a power play goal, and the Kaib penalty will now come off the mark, but a tenacious attack, and Mount Lebanon finally gets the first tally here on the evening.
Well, Phillips made a tremendous play to keep that puck in at the court. He jumped in the air. It's almost like he's a basketball player. You don't see that a lot. A guy that could jump on skates and gather the puck down and get it to the net. He made a tremendous play right there.
Well, there you go, 27 Bianco. That's one way to find out who number 27 was. Bianco's going to get the tally unassisted at 7:19 in the second, and Mount Lebanon smells blood here, and they are just absolutely on the attack and want to get more, and I think that's what the Panthers could ill afford to have happened. Once again, Panthers take 2 penalties here in the second, and costly, I might add, as Mount Lebanon sits back and waits for that opportunity and gets the first tally here on the evening.
I don't know how Phillips didn't get an assist on that, but he made the play to get the puck, keep the puck in the zone and get it to the net. But, sometimes assists don't go up on the board, but when Paul Tabay goes back and looks at the film of this, he's going to say, hey, Taylor Phillips made a tremendous play to keep the puck in the zone.
Looks like they're going to perhaps even it up here, a little bit of extracurricular here, and a good job by the official to keep control. And there's no hiding the fact that these two teams, Jeff, don't really like each other.
This rivalry dates back to 1971 at Upper St. Clair and Mount Lebanon, 2 of the original teams that play scholastic hockey in western Pennsylvania. And sometimes you'll see Mickey McDermott running around here, and it's kind of neat. But this is a great, great rivalry that goes back many, many years.
We've got 2 roughing penalties, coincidental minors that will not affect the play on the ice here. We'll skate 5-on-5, and the players will have to wait for 2 minutes and a whistle before they're allowed to come back onto the net. Taken by McKelvey, and he tries to give and go to himself. Going to be helped out by Murray, who trails the play. McKelvey with a nice shot right on the tape of Murray. Oh, and he had a golden opportunity and unable to get the left wrister off. And boy, the Panthers almost strike back there. And Mount Lebanon content to ice the puck, and a golden opportunity on a beautiful give and go from McKelvey to Murray, but unable to cash in, and the Blue Devils will dodge a bullet of their own.
So I thought McKelvey, gave a little extra effort there, and he found that loose puck, and he put it to that open area, and Murray was smart enough to get in the scoring opportunity, and unfortunately for St. Clair, Mount Lebanon was there to block.
Faceoff is controlled by the Panthers, where Klein will take it. Tries to ram it behind the goal for Sersosimo, right back on the tape of number 11, Klein. Little cycle down low where Sersosimo again working hard for it. Once again, unable to keep it in, and Mount Lebanon Bianco right back here on the attack. And he's going to stop, but he'll lose his edge. Shot on, just going to go wide by number 7, Greeno. Back to the point, unable to control, where it's taken around the corner by Sersosimo. Again,
It's a real important part of the game for here. I think St. Clair, if they can tie this game, Mount Lebanon, all that work is gone for naught.
Well, again, the last thing you want to do is trail by 2. And Klein with a shot. Oh, my, blocked in front. I think Beeling got a pad on it. And a quality wrister from 15 by Klein, but a better save by Beeling. And he was screened, but sharp enough to get the right pad down. Back to the point where DeGangi will dump it back into the corner. And that's a heads-up play right on the tape of Kaib. And he tries a give and go to himself, unable to control. Good play by Sersosimo, and he'll bank it back down in the corner for Kaib. And he tries to ward off 2 Mount Lebanon players. Finally going to take it and bank it into the St. Clair bench.
Sometimes these guys get a little bit too pretty with the puck. I'd like to see St. Clair move the puck to the net quicker. Move it. Start getting some shots on Bailey. Because you know what? You pass up scoring opportunities, you're going to get them few and far between against Mount Lebanon. And the more shots, the better. The more chances for rebound. And I think if I'm Dave Fryer over there, I'm telling my guys, let's get that puck to the net and let's crash for some rebounds. Because they're starting to get some zone time.
Panthers, again, still well within this game. Only trail 1-0, and to their credit, have played a very, very admirable game here and have skated intensely here with the Blue Devils. I think your point is well taken. I think the Panthers have to strike back here and would be a huge momentum boost into the third period if they could tie this at 1.
Sometimes it's just maybe they get a little bit of zone time, a little momentum. I mean, maybe that turns the tide in these games because, you know, Mount Lebanon is the zone time. They've had a lot of power plays. Now, if St. Clair can get some pressure and maybe get a goal, yeah, they can take this game.
A bit of a stop and play here. Faceoff finally is going to be dropped and controlled by the Panthers, but that'll come outside the zone where Gralty will take it. Number 6, left-handed shot, and he'll ram it down deep. We helped out. I think number 14's a call-up, Phillips.
Taylor Phillips. I think he's a soft one. Nice-looking young player.
And he'll get his first varsity action here, number 14.
14 for St. Clair, I'm sorry.
Right. Play comes back to Rowan, and he'll take it. A good outlet pass right over the center ice blue stripe where Tita will take it. I keep looking at number 15 and think of the Weiland, Danny Weiland. John and Danny. They're both number 15. Oh, shot again right on and saved by Durar. I think Danny Weiland perhaps is either a third or a fourth year. I think he's a third-year Michigan student and probably see him in the next week or so. Fourth year. And boy, does time fly. Taken by DeGangio and a deflection right on Beeling, and he'll decide to hold on, and we'll have a stop and play. And the Panthers still trail 1-0.
You're seeing Paul Tabai. You're seeing a lot of Mike Roman and a lot of Luke Sebastian here. Both those two guys are very veteran players, and he's going to use them a lot in these situations in his own zone.
Taken by number 10, Root, and he'll drive it around the corner, but that's going to come off the mark. Oh, a little just an offside play as Mount Lebanon was just ahead of the play. And we'll face it off again outside the blue stripe, where McKelvey will take the draw against number 15, Fry. Faceoff is controlled by the Panthers, and that's going to be chipped right back in on a play that came outside the blue stripe, and we'll do it again.
St. Clair's been through a tough stretch here, Kurt. I mean, to play Meadville and
Pine Richland and Pine Richland 4 in a row.
So this is the toughest stretch they're going to see all season. If they can come away with something this contest, it may propel them to get back in the winning column.
Yeah, I think you're right. I forgot about that. Be careful here. Shot on. It's loose. Oh, what a defensive effort there.
72 made it from that.
Schneiders came in deep and kicked it out as that got between the pads of Durar, and a net came off the mooring and the whistle it down. But you're right. I was earlier saying this is coming off 2 straight losses, but I did forget about the Bethel loss. So Panthers indeed now are coming off after being 4-0. They're fighting themselves to find to fight off 4 consecutive losses here against 4 quality teams.
And I'll tell you that the competition's getting better. A lot worse. I've seen most of the teams at AAA, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Some of the teams that I think that are up and comers here.
Face-off controlled by the Blue Devils, where Bianco will take the play behind the goal, where Schneiders will try to help out. Be careful here. Give and go. Shot on score. What a brilliant play there, and it came out into the slot, and he snapped it home. And just like that, Mount Lebanon takes a 2-0 lead.
Well, he worked in the corner, and you saw the Mount Lebanon forward. Rather than standing in the slot, he moved to the play, and he took the pass, and in one motion, he snapped it upstairs.
And it's like he came out of nowhere, Jeff. It kind of split the triangle. Panthers had 3 guys standing around, and he came in and he wristed it home from about 5. And there's nothing Durara could do about that. A brilliant play in the corner. Not sure who actually got the tally.
Number 8.
Number 8, Roman got the tally. Dan Roman. Another shot on, and boy, Mount Lebanon once again right back on the attack, and another save. Dan Roman will get the tally. Reno will get the tally, and Bianco, his second point of the evening, will get an assist. Big move there by Kai, but unable to control. Play is still loose in the corner, where he's going to be helped out by Klein. Picked up again by Sir Sosimo.
Well, Reno made a nice looking play there. He was very patient. He let the play set.
Back to the point. Oh, and a shot, and that's going to come off a body. Deflected in front, and Kaib tries to get the blade down, unable to deflect it. Comes right back down. Mount Lebanon on the attack here. Looks like a power play. Shot deflected in the corner. It's loose. And that play will be whistled as the net, I believe, came off the mooring, and they'll stop and play. And the Panthers with a good flurry there.
Well, I think Upper St. Clair knows it's desperation time. I mean, they need to get on the board here. Mount Lebanon scored a huge goal. You knew that second goal was going to be big. But Upper St. Clair's responding here. Let's see if they can make it pay off.
Oh, and another good shot there. Again, a couple quality opportunities for a Bourgeois, and he wristed it from 20. But a big-time glove save of their own. Rob Beeling was up to the task, and they're going to whistle this down here, and we'll face it off here.
One of the challenges against Mount Lebanon is, number 1, Baling's not going to give a lot of rebounds up. But his defensemen are very experienced with clearing that puck out in front of the net. So they really will give one-shot opportunity. And again, as I said, I think it's important for Upper St. Clair to get some confusion and traffic in front of Baling.
Oh, once again, another golden opportunity there for the Panthers as Murray directed that play in front, and that was just deflected over the left shoulder of Beeling. And that puck's going to deflect into the meshing. And we'll have a stop and play here and a face-off to the left of the Mount Lebanon goaltender. And Panthers, to their credit, look like they're not quitting. And
see, now Paul Tabai's going to make a switch here. He's going to bring Mike Wagner out. And Wagner's a pretty good defensive player. So they want to get that puck out of the zone.
Face-off is controlled by the Blue Devils, and they'll ram it around to the open wing where Fry will bank it back to center. Oh, and try to give up the body is McKelvey. Oh, and a give and go. It's loose. It's still loose. And a good save by Durara, and a 2-on-1 developed. And that play started with a face-off win and a brilliant transition pass by number 15, Brian Fry, out of the zone.
Yeah, Fry's a nice looking player. I mean, Mount Lebanon, they're almost interchangeable, these players. They work hard, they pass the puck well, and they force the other team to get back on their heels pretty quickly.
Face-off controlled by the Panthers, and they'll bank it back to center with 1 minute remaining here in the second period. Panthers still trail 2-0 in a very, very quick-moving game. Tied up here in the corner. Play's going to come back to Sir Sosimo, and DeGangi with a nice play to keep it in at the point. Try to help out by number 42, Kaib, and he's unable to keep the play in. Be taken by Kaib, and he's going to be tied up by 2 Blue Devils. Oh, nice cross-ice pass, shot on, it's loose, rebound, shot, it's loose. Oh, and another golden opportunity with seconds remaining, and that puck was on the doorstep. And
is talking to himself because he doesn't know how Baling got across there, and I'll tell you how he got across there. He slid across it, and one thing you'll see with goaltenders now, especially a big kid like Robbie Bailey, he has great push with his opposite leg, and he just slid himself over there and got in front of that puck. That was a tremendous save by Robbie Bailey.
Wow, Panthers almost get the important confidence-building goal to take it into the locker room here. And Mount Lebanon dodges a big-time bullet where the Panthers had two quality opportunities within a 5-second increment. Play comes back to center where Sersosimo will regroup. Back to DeGangi, unable to get it out. Be careful here. You don't want to give up a late goal here in the second, and that'll do it. And a very, very entertaining 2 periods of quick hockey. Find themselves Upper St. Clair on the short end of the stick. 13-6 once again. Total shots are 24-10. And again, just the total domination with the shots on the Mount Lebanon end.
You know what? I think Upper St. Clair did get some pressure in that period. I mean, the one thing you don't see in the shots on goal is the number of blocks. And Mount Lebanon had a lot of blocks in that period. I would say probably a half a dozen. Upper St. Clair got some good pressure. If they can get a goal, they're back in this game.
Well, we're going to try to do an interview here with Dave Fryer, so I'm going to go down to the trenches, so we'll be right back in a moment. And we're back on your Panthers television network, high definition network, I might add. A special welcome to head coach, first-year coach, Dave Fryer. How you doing, Dave?
Great. How are you tonight?
Beautiful game. I think the Panthers played extremely well, and boy, Mount Lebanon can bring the attack.
Oh, absolutely. They're very aggressive on the puck. We're doing what we want to do. We're trying, but we're not succeeding is what basically where we're at right now. That's why it's 2-0. We need to have a little more success for what we were trying to accomplish this period. We had a couple turnovers, a couple little mistakes there that either ended up as shots on goal and rebounds or the two that end up in the back of the net. So we're close. The game's that much in the balance right now.
Tremendous game already by number 30, Max Durar, and he's just standing on his head in the goal.
Yeah, we've been asking our guys, can we rely on you? Can we trust you? Are you going to be there for us? Are you going to make a difference for us? There's a couple different levels there, but Max has been all those for us. We've made those mistakes I've talked about, and only 2 of them ended up in the back of the net when it could have been 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10. He's made that many good saves for us. So, he's holding us in there. We need to do something the other end of the ice for him.
Real difficult stretch for the Panthers coming off some 4 tough games in a row here with Bethel Park, Meadville, Pine Richland, and now Mount Lebanon. And boy, it would be nice to just break the ice here.
You called it. This is a key stretch of games for us. Every game's a big game, and Mount Lebanon and Upper St. Clair obviously makes it a big game in itself. But the fact that we've lost 3 in a row and we need this 4th one, when we're that close right now, we need a lot of success this period to come away with this stretch of games saying, all right, we didn't win them all, but we got the last one, and we're going to build off of that from the rest of the season.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. I believe you used to coach the Cannon McMillan team, and now first year here at Upper St. Clair, and I also believe you coached on a college level as well.
Yeah, I do all those things. I was at Mount Lebanon actually in the past. I'll admit that on the broadcast here. I was there for a year, and then I moved to Cannon McMillan for 4 years. I was at California University of PA for 2. There's an overlap in there, but that's how I do things, I guess. And I'm at Upper St. Clair now, and happy to be here, and Duquesne as well. But this St. Clair thing is very exciting. The community atmosphere and just the general success of this team. You can see the banners in the background, and the 500th win happened last year. So it's a real honor to be a part of that.
Great. We know you have to get back to the players. Lots of luck and playing hard, and wish you a lot of luck in the season. And thanks for stopping by.
Great, thank you.
And we'll be right back for third period action. Here
find themselves trailing, Jeff, 2-0. But once again, classic Mount Lebanon just continue to make you pay in the corners, and they get that little break, and they just continue to bring it. Panthers, though, to their credit, have hung in and played this team extremely tough.
Yeah, and Greeno made the play out of the corner. Greeno let his players set up and get to an open area, and he just put it over to him, and it was a great shot upstairs. For those of you Panther fans, hey, I know we have Scholastic Showcase coming up. St. Clair's going to be taking on Prairie Ridge, which is the defending Directors' Cup champs. They're going to take on Walsh Jesuit out of Cleveland and Greensburg Central Catholic, who I don't think St. Clair's played in a long time. So if your guys aren't doing anything over the holidays, come on out and see it.
Is that at Delmont?
That's at Delmont. We're going to have a lot of that on the internet. So we're going to tell you that secret at the end.
Yeah, that's on a Friday night. We used to have games at Delmont. I had to be the only guy that would go 43 to 70 to 66 and never hit a traffic light.
I've done that.
But it's better than going through
Monroeville at rush hour on a Friday night, trust me. Oh, give and go, shot on. Oh, what a save by Durar, right off the right shoulder. I think it might have even caught his headgear, but another big-time save by Durar and keeps the Panthers in this game.
Well, I don't know what you talked to Dave Fryer about, but if I'm him, I'm telling my guys, let's get it deep and behind the Mount Lebanon defense and see if we can get some pressure on it, like we did late in the second period.
Well, once again, looks like Mount Lebanon probably going to keep their shifts here to a minimum here and keep those fresh players on. This is one team, as you well know, Jeff, that would be very well content to win a game 2-0 if they could. No Bill Belichick running it up here by Paul Tabai.
I see the hourglass over next to him.
Tick-tock. Good play by Kybus. He's going to corral, and he's going to get the motor going here behind. Oh, a little a la Ian Joyce, and he's going to lose his edge here. And he's still spinning. I'm not sure what to call. I think the net came off the mooring here. Might have clipped it when he was going by.
First 5 minutes of this period, I think that it's real important for St. Clair to get some zone time against Mount Lebanon. Then if they're able to do that, get some shots to the net. If they do that, I think they get back to the talking and maybe score a couple of quick ones.
Well, bring my math major skills up here once again. I mean, the next goal is going to be very, very key here. Obviously, 3-0 as compared to 2-1. 2-on-1 break coming back here. Let's go Panthers. Saucer pass, shot on, score! What a play by Klein! And you'd have to be here to believe it. He picked that puck up in the middle of the air, Jeff, and he rammed it home. And the Panthers answer and get right back in the game, 2-1.
I think that was a pretty nice play by Klein. He got the puck at his own end, and he had the nice play. He let it set up, and then he saw his winger breaking, and then he saucer passed it over there. And Klein made a nice move.
A la Mario Lemieux, he picked it off right in the middle of the air and was patient, and he got Beeling going down on the play, and Klein will get the tally with an assist from number 42, Kybe, and a brilliant give and go, and the Panthers answer right back. Wow.
This game's going to pick some intensity up here in the next couple minutes, and I think it's important for St. Clair, again, to get the puck up in the Mount Lebanon zone.
Panthers seem like a little bit of an extra step here, seem to answer to the urgency call here. And boy, if the Panthers can knot this at 2, the momentum, the big mo will definitely be in the favor of Upper St. Clair. I'd love to see a Mount Lebanon team try to play from behind, but for the past couple of seasons, we haven't had that luxury. Once again, oh, low shot, score! Oh my! And Sir Sosimo's going to get a rebound in front, and the Panthers answer and tie the game at 2. What a shot by Sir Sosimo.
If I had the headgear, remember I said let's get the puck to the net. Well, there it is right there. Klein just throws the puck to the net. Sir Sosimo's wide open. Mount Lebanon missed their assignment. And look, Bert, it's 2-2.
Unbelievable. James Klein is going to contribute on 2 goals here and gets that shot in, as you mentioned earlier, Jeff, to get the shot on the goal, and good things happen. And Sir Sosimo was in a perfect position to tally the rebound home. And it's a new game here in the third.
I'm here, and the one thing that you're going to see, Robbie Balin's probably going to be fighting the puck a little bit. So now what it's important for St. Clair to do, get the puck to the net, everything to the net. So he's talking to himself. And on the other end, you got Max DeWoer, who's just been a wall down here. He's not going to let anything by him at this point.
Wow, I tell you what, you talked about the keys to this game, and you were right on. Panthers, if we had a clock, we would know, but I think they did get these 2 tallies within the first 5 minutes here of the third, and the Panthers have knotted it here at 2, and the next goal will be extremely key here late in the third.
Now, if I'm Coach Fryer, I'm talking to my defensemen and my forwards. Let's make some nice, crisp passes to get out of the zone so that we can move the play to the neutral zone. They've been pretty sloppy in the first couple period and a half or so of chipping the puck. They have to make better plays or Mount Lebanon's going to be right back on the doorstep.
Shot's going to be deflected, and it comes right to Durar, and he'll cover up. And I think the Panthers have to just avoid that man advantage, and they've done a great job here late in the second and here in the third, and we need this next tally. Panthers can feed off this momentum, and another breakaway here. 3-on-2 starts to develop, and oh my, big time check there by McKelvey, and that play got broken up there, Jeff, at the blue line. Bourgeois is going to give up the body. McKelvey's going to give up the body, and we'll have an offside play, and we'll whistle it down and face it off outside the blue line.
Haven't had much of a chance to see this Murray kid play, number 18. He looks like he's a nice little player, and you see the nice mix that he has. You have Bourgeois, who's kind of a rough and tumble player and works hard, and McKelvey is another really hard worker. And I think this kid has the skill.
Oh, brilliant. C.J. Murray, a freshman, and he's got a tremendous shot. And when he's in on 5 feet away, he's usually going to win that battle. Oh, big-time check by Sermon. He's going to ride, not sure if that was Sebastian into the corner. No, number 23. Wagner, he rode him hard into the corner on a delayed offside here. Good play by DeGangi, and he's going to try to get it out, and he corrals it himself, and he'll take the puck back to center, dumps it hard. He'll look to change. 2 guys down deep where Murray will give it up. Play's going to come back to the point where Bogert will take a shot. Oh, be careful here. Play comes off the defense, off of Wagner. And Bogert right back here on the attack. Back to Murray, shot on, it's loose, it's in front. Still loose, unable to control. Finally, Mount Lebanon's going to bank it back here to center.
You see Mount Lebanon's playing a little bit of unrest right now. And St. Clair's forced them into this by these 2 goals. But also St. Clair's starting to make some smart choices along the board.
Well, I'd love to see this game get to 3-2 in our favor here. I'd love to see how Mount Lebanon answers. They're always the team playing with the lead, and let's see what they're made of here in the third if the Panthers could get this 3rd goal. And he's going to be trapped in here offside. Oh my, you'd have to be here to believe it. Mount Lebanon very uncharacteristic with Tata having a penalty here, and it's a holding call. Number 14, Mike Tita.
One thing I want to mention on the last sequence there, Kai made a real nice play. He had the puck down in his own zone, and he gathered it, and he made a real smart choice to chip it out of the zone up along the board. His forward got there and forced the penalty, and that's a real smart play by the freshman.
Well, the turkey's on the table here, Jeff. Panthers enjoy a 2-minute advantage. Teta's going to get a holding call at the 5-minute mark here of the 3rd period. 10 minutes remaining here in the game. Panthers unable to control it in the zone, and Mount Lebanon will skate back with number 8, and he's got a tally on the evening, Dan Roman.
Well, watch for Murray here. I think Murray's the kid that he can get lost in the shuffle here because you're going to watch for Saucimo and McKelvey. They're going to be causing the havoc. If Murray can get loose, I think he might be able to get a chance.
Once again, 35 seconds have gone by the board, and Panthers unable to get a shot here, and Kibe's going to get the first one at the minute 18 mark remaining in the man advantage. A wrister from 25. Going to be corralled by Sebastian. He'll bank it back into the corner for number 15, Brian Fry, and he chips it out with the wedge. And the Panthers will have to regroup here.
2 freshmen on the power play here for St. Clair. Pretty neat.
Taken by McKelvey, number 82, with the locks flowing in the wind, and he finds Murray in offside, and they'll face it off outside the blue stripe.
So they have a minute to work with here. And again, they haven't been able to establish some zone time. I think it's important. Let's get the puck in the zone and let's work for a chance here. And again, let's watch for Murray.
Face-off controlled by the Panthers. Going to be taken by Kibe, and a nifty little play there. Gives it up to Sir Sosimo, and he's got a tally here on the evening. Finally, as you said, the Panthers set up shop in the attack zone. Brilliant shot over to Kibe. A rebound is going to be sticked into the corner, and a good low shot by number 42, Kibe. Good play to keep it in at the left point. Play comes back to center where number 19, Phillips, will chip it back. And with 25 seconds to go, Panthers still on a power play. Well, last good drive opportunity here for the Panthers. Kibe's going to take it with 7 seconds to go. Gives it up where McKelvey will pick it up, but that'll come by his mark. 2 seconds to go. Be careful here. Oh, my. Back to skating. 5-on-5. Penalty is over. Keibel take it in, and he's pulled down. Be careful here. Boy, icing call, and Panthers looked like they had a couple people on the ice there, but an icing will be called. And with probably about 8.5 minutes to go here in the third, Panthers are tied here with Mount Lebanon 2-2.
It's anybody's hockey game right now. I think St. Clair, if they can get a couple shots here, they may get a chance and go ahead here.
Well, like you say, I mean, these are just moments in time that you look back. I remember the last time, you know, and it's forever engraved in St. Clair hockey history. It was a Christmas tournament where they beat both Mount Lebanon and Bethel Park on the same day. And I think as many of the seniors spoke that year, and I believe that was 4 years ago, John, when Anthony was a senior, and that was 4 years ago in a tournament, the last time the St. Clair has had their way with Mount Lebanon and Bethel. Taken by number 55 for the Panthers. Play is still loose, but kept in by Sebastian. Looking to center it, nobody home. Oh, and a good play there by Gideon, number 25. Going to ram it around the corner, and Bagby will take a heavy hit into the corner. Centering pass, oh, good play by Lewis as he's there to pick his pocket. Panthers have to get this puck out of the zone here. Bianco's going to take it. Centering pass, it's loose. Still loose. Backhanded shot. Big drive by Roman and score! And you can almost see it coming, Jeff. Panthers struggled tremendously to get that play out, and Roman with a big drive, and he rams it home to take a 3-2 lead.
That's the little plays I was talking about. They had a couple of opportunities to get the puck with nice crisp passes out of the zone, and they flipped the puck around, and Mount Lebanon caused a lot of havoc there. They blocked a lot of shots, and Roman, who's, he's a closer, he's a good player, has a lot of experience in these situations, is able to score for Mount Lebanon.
Well, you could almost see it, the play starting to develop, Jeff. The Panthers 3 and 4 and 5 times tried to clear that puck, and it was just sitting on the doorstep, and Roman took about 3 or 4 steps, kind of a la Happy Gilmore, and drove into it, and Derora didn't see it on a screenshot to take a 3-2 lead.
I think these next couple minutes here are real important for St. Clair to get the puck out of the zone because Mount Lebanon smells a wounded animal here.
Well, boy, to St. Clair's credit, they answered quickly back here with scoring 2 goals within a 1-minute span here to tie it at 2, but Mount Lebanon quick to come back to take that lead 3-2, and the Panthers now have to answer here with the defensive-minded Mount Lebanon Blue Devils with 8 minutes to go here in the third.
This period's had a little different flavor to it.
It's loose to Klein, backhanded shot just goes wide. Good opportunity again for the Panthers in that line. Sersosimo and Klein working it to a T. Big time collision there between Bogart and number 18, Gorham. Once again, Mount Lebanon content to just drive it down deep, and once again they followed up by number 14, Tatum, making you pay in the corner. Play comes around the corner where Kai will chip it back to center, going to be picked up by Roman.
A nice little play there by Kai to get the puck out of the zone.
Taken by 24, Luke Sebastian. A little bit of a give and go there. Play is still in the zone, comes back to center where Sebastian will regroup and dump it back to center.
You're going to see a lot of Sebastian and Mike Roman here the last 5-6 minutes.
Play comes back to the point where Roman will just take it and dump it again down deep. Panthers once again struggling to get the play out. Just chip it back to center. Back and forth, Roman and Sebastian, and once again, just content to line change here. Dump it in where Derora will play it, leave it for Esherick, number 21. Taken again here at the top of the circle. Shot by number 23. Wagner's going to go wide. All Mount Lebanon here the last minute or two. Play at center, and it looks like a wide open ice here. Panthers have to get that, like you said, down deep and control the attack zone, which they've had a little bit of a trouble doing. A little mini break here. McKelvey tries to center it.
Play is still loose behind the goal where Murray will try to give up the body and get it back to center.
There's a puck you got to get to the net right there. Murray.
Oh, a little bit of a quick change here. Mount Lebanon might have got away with a little extra man here. Sometimes we'll call that when the play of the puck is right in front of you here, but nothing called. Taken in the corner by DeGangi. Looks like there is a penalty here. Panthers are going to have a minor penalty called against them, and we're going to have a slashing call. And the last thing you needed here late in the third, Panthers are going to now find themselves, Jeff, shorthanded by 1 for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that Dave Pryor is going to have to do, St. Clair, you're going to have to get an offensive player in this situation and maybe get a chance on a breakaway. And I think that's one of the things that, you're going to see Roman and you're going to see, I think, Sebastian at the point. I'm not sure. Number 19. So, maybe they have a forward at the point. Maybe they could get a chance on a breakaway.
Murray's going to get the minor penalty, too, for slashing. 11:47, and we've only got 3 minutes and 20-some seconds to go here in the third. Panthers find themselves going to be shorthanded here for the majority of the time remaining. Mount Lebanon, oh boy, and that looked like it almost went in. A wide-angle shot by Wagner goes wide, hits the side of the net. Boy, Kaib unable to get it out, and Mount Lebanon presses the attack here. Centering pass deflected almost onto the goal, kicked away by Durara. Bianco has the play back to Roman. He's looking for his second. Oh, and once again, an aggressive play by the Mount Lebanon forward, but Durara says no. And Ben Rasco attacks the goal, but skates away, and they'll face it off in the attack zone for the Blue Devils.
One matchup I saw out there, I liked Kaib against Roman because Kaib has a little bit of speed, but Roman, kind of a veteran player, he kind of picked the pocket there and kept that puck in the zone.
Well, an exciting game here, folks. The Raptors are filled on both sides of the equation. And boy, folks, for $3 admission, you got to come see a high school hockey game. It is spectacular. Just bring your gloves and winter coat. Seem to have warmed up here a little bit in the third. Back to the point again. Good play by Esherick as he'll deflect that into the meshing. And we'll have a face-off to the right of goaltender number 30, Durara, who has played a stellar game here this evening.
Yeah, Durara's really been outstanding. And it kept them in early on when it was really one-sided.
Back to the point where that's just going to come outside the zone. And we'll face it off outside the blue stripe. And it looks like we've probably got about 2 minutes and 50-some seconds remaining here. 2:30, 2.5 minutes remaining here in the third.
So St. Clair can kill about 2 minutes to work to try to get equalized.
38 seconds remain in the Blue Devil man advantage here. Taken all the way down deep by Roman, the defenseman, and he'll better get back to his position. Stays in the command position over by the left face-off circle. Taken by Wagner, and he looks for a cross-ice pass. It's not there. Back to the point where number 19, Phillips, will take it. Intercepted by the Panthers. Oh, my, and a 3-on-2 started to break out where McKelvey will streak for it. Oh, and both players go hard into the boards, and you got to give McKelvey credit. He's leaving it all. There's a hit from behind with nothing called. My, a dangerous play there late in the third. Kind of had his head very vulnerable. C.J. Murray's going to come out from the man advantage, disadvantage. Play comes right in front. We're skating now 5-on-5. Goaltender's pulled. 1 minute remaining here in the period. Panthers have pulled goaltender Durara. We're skating now 6-on-5. Deflected in front. It's loose. Oh, and a wide angle shot goes wide by Kaib, and a golden opportunity. Back to the point where Esherick will play it. Good pass over to Sersosimo. Back to Murray, unable to control and outside the zone. Probably about 40 seconds remain here in the third. Panthers, a sense of urgency, unable to control. Sersosimo will get it back. Gives it to Esherick. Back to Murray. He leads an attack. 6-on-5. Back to Murray. He takes a blast. Oh, a shot. Good save by Beeling. Back in the corner behind the goal. Shot on. It's loose. Oh, my. And McKelvey with a golden opportunity.
And that puck's going to come back into the corner where Kai will take it. Centering pass, last seconds. Astrick with a shot, and he gives up the body. Oh, Upper St. Clair here with seconds to go, and that'll do it. And what a tremendous game, folks. Panthers giving it all for 45 seconds. And to the Panthers' credit, they never said nigh. And the Panthers come up 1 goal short on a tremendous effort and a beautiful played game by both teams this evening, Jeff.
Well, the end of that game was pretty interesting. Upper St. Clair did what we talked about. They really had a chance to get the puck to the net. There was a lot of scrambles. They just couldn't find a handle on it, Kurt. And I'll tell you what, a great effort. They were down 2-0. They could have packed it in. But St. Clair showed me something there. And this is a part of a process. They want to compete with the Mount Lebanons, the Bethel Parks, the Meadvilles, and of course the Pine Richmond. These are the types of games they're going to play. Mount Lebanon's a team that's not going to give up a lot of scoring opportunities, and Upper St. Clair showed that they can do it in tough times.
Very impressive tonight. I think the performance of goaltender Durara, and boy, the fact that this team came out after being down 2-0 to answer quickly in the third, and to keep the penalties, Jeff, at a minimum, which has constantly plagued this team for years in the past. A very, very impressive performance this evening by the Panthers.
Well, and you're going to have discipline with Dave Fryer. Okay, he showed that with Cannon McMillan. I've had an opportunity to coach with him. Dave's a very disciplined guy. He has a very disciplined system, and you're going to find that that's a good point with Upper St. Clair. It may not happen right away, but it's going to be a work in progress, and that'll help them in their efforts to compete against those teams that we aforementioned.
Well, folks, you're going to probably have an opportunity to see this game for a couple weeks here on the Panthers Channel 7 high-definition channel television network, and this will be a good one to watch over and over. Unfortunately, a little bit of an unfavorable result, but 3-2 was the final, and the Panthers hung in there and played an admirable game. So we'll take the break here. We'll go to a hockey tournament here at the Delmont facility.
Yeah, PA Hockey's Classic Showcase, and we're looking forward to hosting Upper St. Clair. We have some great teams. Prairie Ridge coming in from Illinois. Bethel Park will be there. Seneca Valley, which is a team I don't know if you've seen, very good team. They're in the tournament. There's some good double-A teams, West Allegheny, Franklin Regional, Quaker Valley. Quaker Valley is a good single-A team. So there'll be a lot of good hockey out there, so if you get a chance, come on out. The one thing I want to mention is Upper St. Clair going to the second half of the season here. I think a game like this can build momentum. It builds their confidence level. Max Brewer is playing very well. They were able to come back from a deficit. I think that bodes well when they go into these tougher games because, as I mentioned, the Seneca Valleys, the Norwins, the McDowell's playing good hockey. These are teams that Upper St. Clair is going to be seeing, and they're going to have their hands full with them. These aren't all wins and losses. If you get a team that looked like a win on the schedule anymore, I don't think so. The State College is another team that you haven't seen that looks good out there. So, it's going to be a very interesting second half for St. Clair, but I think tonight's game gives them
very
good
key,
momentum.
right?
Good momentum.
Well, they're going to take a 4-on-4 record into the new year. Our next home game will be here at the Ice Castle in 2008, January 3rd, against the ever-tough Central Catholic Vikings. So we would like to wish you a very happy and healthy holiday season, a happy new year, and a special thanks to Jeff Morrow. I'm Kurt Caroof, and a special thanks again to John Sarabella on the camera. So for all of us in our viewing area, best of wishes and health and happiness in the holiday season. Signing off on the Panthers Television Network.